you're going for this. I said, going for what? She said, you're going for Miss India and you're going to win it. I was shocked. Here is this woman with a very conservative and patriarchal upbringing telling her daughter that she's going to go for Miss India, that I'm going to go away from my home, stay alone in a big city, and make a name and place for myself. It hit me then that if I could deal with the hardest and toughest things that life had to throw at me, I could deal with anything. And that's it, my philosophy in life. Quite a simple one, really. That if life throws something that is tough at you, you face it, deal with it, and move on. And if it throws something that is beautiful, you embrace it, and you move on. You cannot let whatever happens in life, no matter what, knock you down. Because when life pushes you to the ground, the only way is up. So I applied for Miss India, and I would practice walking in heels in the hostel corridors, much to the annoyance of my seniors. I would learn how to pose and smile, looking at all the other models in the magazines. I would also learn how to apply makeup, something that I was an amateur at through online tutorials. What most people don't understand is that Miss India contest, like any other competition, transforms your life in a multitude of ways. But it is also physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually draining. But I kept at it and gave it the time, effort, and respect that it deserved. And then, the coin of my life, which was still flipping, flipped for the better this time. I was adjudged as the first runner-up. But I only felt like I had achieved something when I saw my mother make her way through this massive crowd of people with tears in her eyes, trying to get to me, who had just been crowned as the first runner-up in a coveted Femina Miss India contest. There were tears of joy, there was happiness, and all those unsaid and unspoken emotions that only a parent could feel. That is when I realized the importance and the magnitude of the crown and the title that I had won. So I represented my country internationally and was adjudged as the first runner-up there, which is the highest ever placement that India has got in that particular pageant. But I wasn't happy. Everybody said, you'd achieved so much, this is a great thing. But I had wanted to win, and I'd done everything that I could. So while the euphoria of the pageant world continued, I knew it was short-lived. So I started exploring all the other opportunities that came my way, one of which was the film industry. But little did I know what it entailed. I had no clue how to go about it, what were the necessary connections that I was supposed to make, and how to grab the best of opportunities. I was alone and kind of lost in Mumbai, which is also known as the city of dreams, Maya Nagri, trying to make my way through and trying to find a place for myself and a home for my soul. So all of this starts with having to pay my own rent and my own expenses. I managed to find one place which was affordable, not that great, but to do, chal jayega kaam sort of a place. But I have skipped meals just to be able to save money to pay rent. I have hung out in coffee shops to be able to save the money and to save the electricity bill. There is one thing that I have to tell you, that if you want to be an actor, be ready to face humiliation and rejection on a daily basis. I don't want to get into the details of it, but it is something that if you're not mentally strong, it is going to break your spirit and you. So I worked very hard. And I remember I would be attending a lot of acting workshops. I would go for auditions daily. And I would also do modeling to be able to earn something so that I could pay rent. I was doing all of that. There were days when I would cry my way back home from an audition because